Hiya. For those who know me personally, you know I suffer with mental health. For those who don't, I was diagnosed with depression for many years, but it turned out that I got bipolar type 2. Today's been quite a crisis day, and it's been a very bad day. But always, I use poetry as an emotional outlet, so I thought I'd share this one. That's where my head was at. It's what I went through as well, so you get a little bit of a personal insight into me. Now, I don't think mental health should be anything to be ashamed of. A lot of people go through it. Some cover it up, some can deal with it better. High functioning, I think they're called. I'm real. This is how I feel, you're going to see it. I don't want to hide behind a mask. My illness does not define who I am as a person. It's just something I go through. Anyway, this is called Take a Walk in My Shoes. I'm an adult in despair. A wasted life is mine to bear. Bred this way by parents unaware. Now I'm damaged beyond repair. I try to reach out, but no one is there. Rejected by those who are meant to care. A childhood of beatings and blame, sexual abuse, I felt dirty, ashamed. From 6 years old, I was never the same. No wonder I'm now certified insane. Been fighting addiction since the day I was born. Mother drank codeine, licked us every day I was formed. No wonder my twin was late miscarriage stillborn. Brothers who poisoned me when I was 2, stomach pumped, not that I knew. They shot me with air rifles, I was the object of their games. So a hatred of myself is all that I earned. To be understood and loved is what I yearned. But I'm useless and worthless is all that I learned. So I fight this life, past bridges burned. Once I had a husband who controlled and beat me too. Just like my childhood, I knew nothing new. He tormented and bullied my firstborn too. But it's how I grew up, it's all that I knew. He punched me in my stomach as I carried our child, stillborn at 6 months, with a fractured skull. I held my daughter till she was cold. Pregnant again, I was gripped with fear, and he went to prison for just under a year. Mugged some poor guy because he wanted a beer. He got away with 15p, so for a short time I felt free. Life was peaceful, my 2 boys and me. When he came out, I'd hoped he'd learned a lesson, hoped he would change, but the beatings escalated, and so did the pain. 6 months on, I started fighting back. I found God. I was no longer scared of a slap. So he put a needle in my arm to regain control. I was a vessel that contained a dead soul. Then he went deranged and imprisoned me for 4 days. Tortured and stabbed me and stamped over my head. I really think he wanted me dead. So I grabbed my 2 boys and ran and didn't look back. After 4.5 years of marriage, that was the end of that. I started writing poetry as an outlet. It became an emotional safety net. Well, life went good for a short time. Cleaned myself up, still writing in rhyme. My eldest decided to live with my mum. He was happy, so his wish was done. But when my youngest was just past 3, I woke up to another tragedy. My room was filled with thick black smoke. The house was on fire. He couldn't be saved. 25 and with 2 kids in a grave. Anyway,